What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you the simple tool we use in-house that will take your heat pressing game up to the next level. And it's our lower heat press Platen cover. As you can tell, a bit of a matte finish on this, very soft fabric-like material. Typically, we see a lot of standard lower Platen covers come in this material on it. But as you can see, it's a little shiny. It's very slippery. Makes it easy for your shirts to slip off, or for your designs to potentially get re-shined, and I'll explain what that means in a moment. But when you use this, right, not only is your shirt going to stay in place while you're pressing, it will easily glide off without slipping, and it also prevents any sort of press from re-shining, right? We always want to aim for that matte, clean finish, that screen print like quality that DTF is known for, especially here at Ninja Transfers, and this will help you get it every single time you press. So let's go demonstrate it right now. All right, so we just hooked up our lower Platen cover to our heat press here, and you can actually even see with this side-by-side comparison, I'll even slide this over a little bit, you just tell how much shinier this one is, right? And you heard me mention the re-shining, and you might be asking, like, that doesn't even make sense. The press isn't going to be hitting the lower heat press Platen, right? If say you're pressing like a full front design, right? And then you want to get a neck tag line, or if you're doing like a full back and then you want to get a left chest, eventually that other design is going to touch the lower heat press Platen. And with a material like this, it's going to keep it matte, so you don't have to add that extra step of re-flipping it over and then pressing it again, and just going through an endless cycle of re-shining your designs, right? We don't want to do that. We want to make it as quickly and as painless as possible. We want to speed up your production, and we want to give you the best quality transfer every single time, and this is going to help you do it. I'm going to demonstrate why right now. I just want to show you how easy it is and how firm it stays on there, right? But you can see it kind of glides pretty smoothly off, right? But it also kind of keeps it in place. So if you're, pressing and you're worried something might slip off, this is going to actually help keep it in place. And if you pair it with our upper silicone Platen cover, I mean, you're just going to get the best quality you can ask for when it comes to DTF. Because as you know, with this texture material here has a nice textured finish to your DTF, and then the lower press Platen, when we do the back press, it's just going to keep that press intact. It's going to keep that look intact, and you won't have to worry about doing multiple presses just to get that nice matte finish. This will give it that to you every single time. So you give it a second press like you always do. And look, as I'm coming up, right, you can just tell it's not gonna move. It's not moving at all. We'll stick to this, and we'll easily slip off. But something like this, I mean, you can kind of just tell from looking at it. Super slippery. Sometimes, if you're worried about a transfer or anything getting messed up while you're heat pressing, this could be why. With this lower heat press Platen, that's not gonna happen. So we got that first press in, looks good. We got the nice matte finish. You can see the texture in there, right? This looks good, nice and matte. So we're gonna flip it around and just get a nice back neckline here. Press this. And typically, right, if you were pressing on something like this, that front press is actually gonna get re-shined, and it's gonna look glossy. It's just not going to look as good as you would typically expect from our DTF here at Ninja Transfers. So I'll show you right now. Get this press, give it a second press just so you know where to do that. And you're going to see when I pull it out, that front press is still going to be matte. It's still going to look like it's part of the shirt. It's still going to have that nice textured finish, which just makes it a great accessory for any heat press. There you go. You see, still getting that back neckline. Still looks great. Then you also got this, and look at that. It still looks like it's part of the shirt. It still feels super soft to the touch. There's no re-shine whatsoever. It still looks matte, it still looks good. And that's exactly what you're gonna get. And like I said, look, put it on, it's gonna stay in place, easily comes off still, and you're not gonna have to worry about re-shining a design on the front. If you're doing a back press and a front press, you're still going to get that great screen print like quality that you come to expect with Ninja Transfers, and it's all thanks to this lower heat press Platen right now. So get yours today, only available at ninjatransfer.com.